You know, sometimes I wonder if I'm streaming for anyone. Like, if these streams are more for me than they are for other people. But if I'm being honest, I don't know if I would choose to stream if I was only doing it for myself. It's the act of feeling compelled to share a game that drives me to it. And Lunacid is a game that I feel very compelled to share. It exists in a similar place to other games that I love that are difficult to talk about, like Outer Wilds and Paradise Killer would be another good example. Games that it's better to go in not knowing very much, but having a general idea for the vibes that you're in for. So you're not going to know very much going into this square. That's good. I was going to take a look at this. Now you have good reason to look at it. All right. Well, I'm glad other people agree. Sophia, glad to see you. So I was gifted Lunacid originally by my lovely friend Ace, absolute sweetheart, and it was after I watched him play it for a little bit, and I was just so intrigued by someone wanting to make essentially all of the parts of a game that a lot of mainstream developers, players, critics, reviewers, pretty much everybody thought were the parts that needed to be engineered out, but to very proudly mechanize those those aspects of those games, mechanize those mechanics, but like to make the fact that the mechanics are a little out of date and stilted, and if anything, exist almost in an uncanny valley of intuition for what you are doing in a video game, to make that the point. To make the entire atmosphere of the game be the slight uncanniness of the environments that you're in. And how it feels like it was an environment that's asking to be interacted with. Like, it feels like a video game environment. But they don't do the cheap version of this so often done of, it's all a video game, man. They're much more... I don't like this word in this way necessarily, but I can't think of another word to say other than cerebral about it. Not necessarily smarter, but more acknowledging of the thought process of what you are signing up for when you play an adventure game set in a place. What the player is expecting to get out of that. I know I'm setting this up, and then we're going to play it, and you're going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But as we go across the game, I hope you'll start to see that... I'll probably make a video about Lunacid at some point. In fact, should I record this? I'll go ahead. I've got Shadowplay. I'll go ahead and record this locally. Apparently, I was already recording. Oh, I can't record because I'm streaming. That's right. It messes up if I do that. Okay, no worries then. That's fine. I will not mind another excuse to play Lunacid again after I'm done with the Payday 3 video, to get footage for a video. It feels a little bit like an acid trip, at times anyways. I'm going to turn the sound up a bit. I'm also going to turn the brightness up a bit, I think. I currently have the VHS filter on because the way stream compression works means that actually having a little bit of noise on the screen can make the stream look better because it doesn't turn to just a flat color that gets really blocky at the edges, at least in my personal experience. Bamboo Sporks, thank you! It's been a moment. I'm so glad to see you. And you get to see the placeholder until I come up with something. Like, I wanted to do like a comment, like, terminal style, like, code block of subscriptions, but I still have all this legacy stuff I have to work through, and ultimately I'm just gonna have to get new software for streaming, and that's a whole process I'll need to untangle at another point when I'm not already deep in another massive fucking project. So instead, we're just gonna play. Thank you. So you can see my playthrough there. I'm at a level 121. Last played last year. That's fun. We're gonna start a new playthrough. That's right. Need to do some fun voices. Never in my life have I seen a game more confidently be like, and what if it looks like a PS1 game? So what? What do fucking do about it? Now, I genuinely don't recall if this happens if you're starting a new playthrough. Because maybe it took me 50 hours to get from there to there, but I didn't remember that.
Ago,
I remember this, though.
A great beast came from the sea and brought with it a poisonous fog that spread across the earth.
I'll give this the
corrupting everything.
talking head it needs.
The poison fog slowly transformed the world and brought about a new age. Now, grounded by the poison sky, and
hey, I'm not centered.
by creatures,
I should.
humankind became desperate and formed feudal kingdoms. Closed off from each other,
They blamed the
became
beasts.
paranoid and are on the brink of extinction. Those deemed undesirable, such as criminals or the ill, are cast out, banished into the depths of the Great Well.
Yeah, old man, tell me more about the Great Well.
Diseased and undead, the Great Well is said to have but one door to the surface.
So this is a strange beset world. And there is a big-ass well we just throw all the undesirables into. Yeah, I don't want to spoil chat either. It's society's trash can. Bump up.
Wretched thief. Thinking of stealing your life back? You belong to the depths now.
Chop. And there we go. Now, we get to make a character. It's an RPG. The first time I played this, I played a thief. Memory serves. This will actually affect the game in ways that I don't know the entirety of yet, because I've only done the one playthrough. So we have... Yeah, it's so fun that they add, like, the pronoun choice was added to spite people who were joking about a pronoun choice. Like, I appreciate that a lot. But let's think. Could be a dead corpse. We could be royals. Inexperienced but well-equipped otherwise. So you played an undead. I'm definitely not gonna play Thief again, because I've already seen what there is to see there. I could use Witch, class Skeleton. I'm also thinking about Vampire. Vampire will drastically change the flow of the game in one way. So I don't know if I want that to be what stream sees necessarily. I can get exclusive items for sake. I might go Royal, because I'm curious if that changes the story in any way. Considering. Oh, it would definitely change one thing. Interesting. It would, I think, if I understand that correctly, you could probably get access to a certain area much earlier. Oh. Huh. But which class are you playing as? Alright, if anyone in chat has any specific recommendation, I'll go for it. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna do Royal. Because I really like this game's flow, so I don't mind starting off with lower base stats and having to work my way up on those. I'm good with that. I am curious if anything changes as Royal. What should I name myself? I was Shaw last time. Sheri. Yeah, for now, if nothing else, we'll just go with, because I don't want to be here for too long. And we can see the options. There's a fun, you can do mods for this too. That's a fun one. Oh, did they add more of these? I don't remember some of these. Royal doesn't have anything according to the wiki anyway. Well, I don't know if I'll agree with the wiki necessarily. As someone who has written things into game wikis in the past that didn't exist in the wiki because no one else had found them. I'm of the belief that there may just be an interaction people haven't considered that I might stumble across. So I think I'm gonna go royal. And worst case scenario, we just still get a good preview of the game. All right. I'm assuming I probably... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is that area is going to be different, or at least I should be able to access other places sooner than I otherwise could. Here we go. I've got the VHS filter on because I like it, and I think it will make the stream compression look less bad. If I'm wrong about that, if the stream is pretty damn compressed, let me know and I'll turn it off. Potential Lunacid video analog style. That's cute. I don't know if I want to get that experimental with it necessarily, but I could definitely see that. Salut mon amour. Ça va? Well equipped otherwise. That interests me. Well equipped with what? Newest of the fallen, take up your sword and fight. It's just a replica. Expertly sculpted piece of stone made to resemble steel longswords of the castle guard. It is better than nothing. Gotta hand it to them. This game has a very interesting art style. It's a very, like, screenshots of Lunacid look like Lunacid. And that shouldn't be impressive, but it kind of is. This game is very, very defined in its aesthetic. I mean, where else is this weird floating hand gonna be? Hey, Harls. Now. Assuming you gotta smash this to get going. Yeah. I was gonna say, I didn't remember that being there, but that makes sense, because once. Seek the slumbering creature of the moonlight. They are the last existing door. So we've been told about a door of some note. Could go up there if I wanted to. It would take a moment. We all turn back to flowers at the end. Yeah, there's like this, I don't know. I am not in on the indie dev scene by any means. I am acquaintances and friends with members of different like indie dev circles, but I'm definitely not like in any of those circles. But there does seem to be this central orbit of art styles that I really love that do revolve around Thor high heels. That seem that like I maybe it's just that Adolf likes games with the same vibes that I do, but it's really striking how I'll pick up a game that I'm like, damn, this art style slaps, and then a song will pop up that's from Thor high heels, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I figured. You too, huh? Oh yeah, obviously. It's a Kingsfield-like. Here's the thing. I've only ever seen Kingsfield be played. I've never played it myself. So that's also part of why I was hesitant to make a video about this, is because I haven't played the original to compare it. And I think the reasonable thing for me to do is probably to just try playing Kingsfield in my own time, just so I can understand when I'm talking out of my own ass. Hello. Friend. It's like trying to achieve certain visages within the art style, if that makes sense. Like there's a memory of playing a game on a CRT in here, but not necessarily the one-to-one recreation of it. What did I just pick up? Mana Vial. It's fine. Boop, boop, boop. Ghost Lights. Ghost Lights. Summons a spectral orb of light that follows the caster. So that's just a free torch we can get as a spell. Slay those bug things, get that sweet XP. Yeah, but also they're friends. I'm gonna get XP, don't worry. I'm gonna get XP. Look, they're not harming no one. It's just life. No murder. Look, I'll attack in self-defense, and sometimes I'll probably go out and attack things that aren't attacking me. But that's just because I am cripplingly American, and that I do wish I could change that about myself. But I don't see a need to gang up on them. And also, I'm gonna head this off at the pass right now. There's a good chance I'm gonna miss stuff in an area. That's fine. We will be revisiting areas. That will be a common occurrence. Flame Spear. Hello. I'll talk to you in just a sec. I just wanna, there we go. All right.
Well, you look a little lost. This area is called Hollow Basin. It's the highest reach point of the Great Well. It's also one of the safest areas in the Great Well, except, of course, for Wing's Rest. Speaking of Wing's Rest, I can spirit you there if you want.
Okay. You're the first entity who has spoken to me since I've fallen into this well, so that seems wise. Gotcha, one moment! Take out the scythe immediately afterwards. It's like, oh, when I said spirit, shing! That's true. Yeah. I wish we knew this character's name, but it does tell you their sexuality at all times, which is good. That is progressive. Good, it worked. Oh, last time I tried that spell, it only worked about halfway.
So, this is Wing's Rest. It's an old temple of sorts made by a sect of holy monks. They were banished into the Great Well back during the Crusades. Although they are long gone, their protective magic still lingers. Take your time and relax here. If you want to head back out, use the crystal where you came in.
In Lost in Vivo, it's like a decorative portrait. Aw. Demi is based on a D&D character, Kira May. I can tell. She has that vibe about her.
Oh, what a mess you've been caught up in. Welcome to the depths, outsider. Escape to the outworld has long been a myth. But if you're going to explore, why not prepare yourself? Fancy a new trinket, perhaps?
So, okay, we're a little flush to start. I'll take that key. get the rapier. That feels oh so very royal. Sacrifice defense for a quick attack. I'm gonna be trying to get all the weapons. So, and yes, including that one. So, in that case, I am royal and don't know any better, so I'm gonna blow all my money immediately. Thank you, Cheryl. Shing. It's okay. If I end up at a point where I just really need money and that's the thing gating me, I can grind money between streams. Now, if you're sitting here going, are you already trying to get out of the map? Yes and no. That said, I don't know if I actually can do this yet. Oh, I can. Never mind. Shit. Got caught in the wall there. It's okay. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Huh. Bingo bango. Ocean elixir. Excellent. We'll all float on okay. Done. So, casting spells costs mana. Mana vials restore mana. Ocean elixirs increase your maximum mana. They also restore it. So, at least early on, I am going to save them until I need to restore mana, so I can just save on mana vials. So if you're wondering, like, why are you not using... How do I switch weapons again? It's Q, okay. If you're wondering, like, why aren't you using those, it's because I'm gonna use them when I need them. You got that at the near the end of the playthrough. It's like the first thing I got when I played. I'm so out the map coded, and this game rewards me for it.
Well, hello there, Sonny. People call me Clive, though that's not my name. I seem to have lost it. My memory's not quite what it used to be. But my bones are good. I stay young by drinking these little elf tonics. Why don't you take some? You look a little mealy. Be careful to wander in the depths. Not everything out there is as peaceful as a skeleton. Kraz would pop off. This game rewards skeletons. This game has a skeleton.
Salutations, Outlander. Welcome to the depths. I'm Etna. I study the sacred art of alchemy down here. If you happen on any materials during your journey, you should bring them to me. Want to do some alchemy?
I don't think I can do anything right now, considering that's all I got. But we will be doing that. We can combine reagents together to form different materials. The moon cried to us in our time of need. Well, we can now fly here whenever we want using one of these crystal shards. Though I say whenever we want a limited charge. I don't know if Clive will anything else. Should I give him a French accent in Kraz's honor? I'm not gonna do that. How you been? Be careful wandering in depths. Not everything out there is as peaceful as a skeleton. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know if I actually can do a French accent. I get in my own head about it, because I grew up, like, on the border of Canada, like, near Quebec, so I would hear French Canadian a lot, so the idea of a French accent to me is just hews closer to something I'm already used to. Alright, let's get out of here. So we picked up a key. And that's what we need. Do 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 do. So this way? Or is it the other way? Check the other way. I think it might be this way. Yeah, it's this way. Do 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 do. Hello, fiend. Low defense on this thing, but that's fine. Temple of Silence and the Hollow Basin. Oh, it's all good. I'm trying not to spoil people in certain things. So, like... here's the thing. Okay, but, like... Here's the thing, man. It's like Okami. It just, it sucks. I'm so glad Ozzy wasn't watching that. Nope. Okay, it didn't let me do it. That's right. So it's 1 and 3 to switch, and then 2 to use. Glad it didn't let me use it. Whew. Merci beaucoup. And then Q to switch weapons. Okay. What if we just tell Kraz that I'm doing a French accent, but I never do it when he's around because I don't want to offend him, but I just never actually do it. No, I don't. Okay, no, I'm not gonna gaslight him. Holy shit, that was just me asking chat. Hey, y'all, would you mind if I gaslight a member of the community? A lot of the stuff in it is a very how am I supposed to know it type thing. It hews closer towards like very video gamey logic, but yeah, there was definitely some stuff I just needed a friend to tell me, and I don't mind that much if I'm being perfectly honest. I'm sure that's nothing. Burn. I do enjoy the idea of just asking my community. Y'all mind if I gaslight one of you? You're cool, right? How do I cast spells again? Is it C? C. Ghost light. Okay, in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have put it directly in front of me. That's fine. I should cast it above me. That makes more sense. I was thinking about that the other day when it comes to vape smoke. Like, if you don't want to blow in someone's face, blow it straight up. At least it'll dissipate a little more if you're indoors. C and V, yeah. I was thinking about playing this game with controller on my second playthrough, but a lot of the movement in this game feels like it hits the right spot in my brain for KBM. I'd rather not lose that. So this place is scary. It does remind me of... Oh, I shouldn't bring this up if I can't remember the name of it, but there's a VR dungeon crawler game that I really like. I never finished it. I don't... Okay. I feel bad if I'm gonna mention a game and then not actually, like, say it through, so let me check my library, VR games... It is Vanishing Realms. Vanishing Realms. It is it felt like a really nice sort of old school RPG, but it was a VR game in this same sort of way. I like this game more than Vanishing Realms, but Vanishing Realms also, if you've got a VR set and you're looking for something that kind of scratches this itch, I would recommend that. Soon we'll be free of the accursed well, for great prophet Abdul has found a way out. While we were tethered here physically, our minds can be extricated with enlightenment. Oh, okay, it's that simple. Yeah, see, you fools were wanting to hold on to your corporeal forms like a bunch of fucking normies. But you just weren't enlightened enough. Hew closer to the center. Get enlightened. Thought, never mind. Ritualistic dagger. Fun. So the game is occasionally going black if I turn too quickly. I hope that's not gonna keep happening. Isn't? Forgive me for this, but I was fairly certain there's a secret there. Maybe not yet. Or maybe I have to do something else for it. Or maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Are you gonna read all those script? At some point, I'll probably go through more of them, but since we built a character for so long, I want to get into a little more of the meat of this game before I, Yeah. To hunger is to live, to consume is to die. Strange, wicked-looking instrument. So we have a poison weapon. Make victims suffer by inflicting tiny piercing wounds which get infected by poison coating the blade. So that is a weapon designed to hurt people on purpose instead of kill. Lithomancy. A forbidden blood magic that gives life to the inanimate. Unable to comprehend existence, the objects only scream. Created by Mad Wizard Abdul before his exile, it is unknown what the purpose of the spell was. I'll admit, I also don't know. I've used it before, I know what it does. I'm not gonna do it unless I have to. I have like 50 hours in this game. I've beaten this game. I did most of this game stuff. I never found weapon. Okay, so, right. Let's talk. Oh, hi, Cloud. Oh, you're stuck in here. Oh, buddy, hang on. Cloud cannot comprehend existence and can only scream. So, imagine, if you will, imagine you were a vase. Now, those two things existing simultaneously, you comprehending your existence and also just being a vase. Miserable, right? Agony. I do not wish to inflict this onto any inanimate object. The spell does have a purpose. I don't doubt it. Hi. Oh, you're not friendly. You may notice in the top right, I'm getting weapon experience. Underneath the green bar up there is my weapon charge, how much I'm charging up to attack. Now you may be wondering, hey, didn't you buy a really expensive weapon? Why are you using the torch? It's because I would like to get the torch some weapon experience. And then now that he's on fire, he's creating his own source of light, so I can just... Also, the steel needle does not have experience. It has this form. So this will be a good early on weapon, but it's not exactly something I intend to take through the whole game as my main weapon. I don't like doing it is the thing. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you all what lithomancy does. You ready? We're gonna kill this thing, and then I'm gonna show you what lithomancy does. I just don't like it, is the thing. Okay, so imagine you were a vase. It's horrifying. Horrific. Exactly the worst thing. Bump. 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 Ow. Perish. There we go. You want to mention lunacy? Oh, I didn't really think about that. So, that appears to max it out. That makes sense. Okay, so I see. That is a purpose. Right. So, okay. Lunacy is a mechanic that will make more sense once I can show you some visual examples of it, and once we have some more spells. Essentially, it is like how in tuned you are with magics and with the moon, which affects a couple of things, including your ability to see certain things that you otherwise wouldn't, how strong your magic is, and depending on your class, it has a couple of other effects as well. So it maxes out your lunacy. It doesn't cost costs almost no mana. Okay, I see. It appears the brain was removed, but the wounds were inflicted with the skull itself. It looks like the brain carved its own way out. Aha. If you ever see that question mark in the bottom left, that's something we can explore. Is it that your spells are affected by the real-life moon? You've heard that. Couple of other things are affected by it too, including if we want to show anything from it off my streaming schedule. I'll need to make plans for when the moon is full to be able to get some of the weapons if I want to get all the weapons. Oof. Okay. Yeah, I should take this a little more seriously. I forget. Y'all can still move while I'm in the menu? Yes, you can. Okay. There we go. Soon our torch will be maxed out, and then we will just kill them. Oh! Case in point. Or was that just this? You have a mod that makes it permanently think it's the full moon. See, in my original playthrough, I just did it. I just happened to time it right with the real-ass full moon existing. I can't tell if that's full or not. I think it changes. I think it starts to, like, glow when it's full, doesn't it? Or maybe that is it glowing. Okay, yeah, there we go. There it is. Okay, now the torch is maxed out. So there's a thing we can do with it, but we can't do it here. So now instead we fight, and we don't die. There we go. July. I think the next full moon is July 20. Wait, really that close? Here's the problem. I don't think I'll actually be far enough in the game by that point. I could just change my system time, I'm guessing. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's get a light going. Boink. Yeah, because that wasn't the last of you. That wasn't the last of you. Where y'all at? Yeah, I'll make a pinhole projector so I can watch the fake eclipse that my system thinks is happening. You know, if y'all think I'm pussy for using this expensive weapon that I bought with my royal dollars, y'all could drop me another weapon. I'll take the money at least. Whew. Yeah, you could just go to the store and buy your own moon. You can do it. No one will stop you. No, there is no law. Go do it. Check in for secrets and for enemies, evidently. Let me know if you would like the game brightness to be higher, y'all, because there's one thing for atmosphere, and there's another thing for accounting for my screen brightness, then transcribing to y'all's screen brightness. Ooh. I think August 19th that would probably work out, but worst case, I'll just change my system time. Blood strike. I can attack with my own blood. Alfred. He has come to make an announcement. Woo. Fireball. Fireball. Well, I'm just about out of mana, so blood strike. Ow! Yeah, you just bleed yourself for it. But as long as I don't take damage in that time, then I'll heal it back. Dead. Can't we get back some of this? Well, yes, we can. Can use our ocean elixir now to increase our mana power, our maximum mana, and restore all of that we got, which is excellent, because I don't want to go back to the roost yet. There's still stuff to collect here. And this rapier was worth every penny. To the roost? What is this, Animal Crossing? I mean, that's it is the roost. It's like they use that nomenclature for it, don't they? I don't think it's called the roost, but there's a skill that's like return to roost or something to that effect. Long ago, I heard tales of Abdul and his temple, how they managed to reach enlightenment and escape, but they're still here, or at least their bodies are. Yeah, no, because you just aren't fucking. You're such a beta cuck that you can't imagine just carving your own brain out of your skull. Like, duh. It's your corporeal form keeping you here. Get rid of the corporeal form, dumbass. Easy. This is why you will never reach enlightenment. Do you think Abdul was an alpha or a couldn't get through that with a straight face. Blood wine. So remember how I was talking about vampires? Yeah, they don't take health poultices. At least I don't think. They do take blood. Blink. Let's get some light going. Check your corners, check your corridors, check your walls. Rub your face into every wall like it's doom. But also there is, in fact, an indication, so you don't just have to mash the button. Easy. Thank you for your 2 cents. I appreciate it. Stab. There's an indication most of the time. Are there ones where there isn't an indication? Like there's at least a HUD element. Whoa. So I'm getting, even though I'm not getting experience in the traditional sense for my weapon here, I am still getting experience for leveling up by doing all this fighting. I think I have to go the other way. Stab, stab, stab. Is this where I came from? Yeah, there's one path here I need to take. I'm looking for jail cells. Is this it? Or is this what I did before? No, this is what I did before, and I don't have the skills I need to get up there. At least I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh. There's an explanation in the game of why you get XP, but I don't think it explains much beyond that. Yeah, we're gonna get into that way later. At least some of that, some of the cycle of life and death this game has on offer. Okay, so I was fairly certain one of these paths from the fountain here led to the jail cells. That's where I'm trying. Was it this way? No. Where are the jail cells? Oh, well, okay. This isn't what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Whoop. Damn it. The ones on the floor are actually kind of harder for me to deal with. Getting paid, at least. The fetid mire. And then this over here is just some more shit. That's why they didn't put a sign up, because just a sign that says some more shit wouldn't, like, no one would have cared. Yeah, no, I figured. There's some more shit everywhere in this goddamn well. You don't need to, I don't need to be informed that there is some more in that direction, but thank you. I was looking for the mire. Vibes of these corridors. There's just something about the, I think it's partially the color palette choice is very, like, picture book. We clubbing? Oh, we clubbing? We clubbing. Bonk. The worst weapon. You think this is the worst weapon in the game? That's an interesting one. It's pretty bad, not gonna lie. I don't know if I would say it's the worst, but I'm struggling to think of worse ones. But I guess we'll see as we go. The fetid mire. I love sound effects in games that feel like they originated as a person making a noise. Whether or not it is literally a recording of someone going or something like that, it feels like when they were describing the sound out loud to try and like bring it into existence, they went, you know, it goes like, you know, that kind of noise. Yeah, thankfully it fetiz. So, rest area is over here. We will go to the rest area because that will give us a warp, which will give us access. Oh no! Oh, sorry, buddy. I didn't mean it. Still, you were some juicy experience. Boink. Oh. Oh, we got quite a few levels there. Excellent, 19. So, I'm gonna do this the way I usually do this. Which is, I'm gonna try and get all my stats balanced out to start. Just get a good, yeah, you just wanna get like a good starting line and then think about what you actually want. I think for the sake of the stream, I'm gonna increase my speed by a lot. Yeah, that feels a little better. There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna increase my speed by a lot just to cut down on how long backtracking takes. Now let's go back. I think speed and jump, dexterity, are gonna be some of the ones for me. Hello.
Hi, Sheri. I found this made me think of you.
Money? I don't know how to feel about that. Hey, I found some money and damn, it made me think of you.
I wasn't asleep. I was just...
Thank you. Well, I will use that money to buy this rapier. I cannot quite afford the crossbow. It is class dependent. Okay, so the fact that like I found some money and it made me think of you, you royal asshole, is on purpose. That's great. Okay, torch. We're gonna enhance this weapon. We've created an iron torch now. So once the experience on weapons maxed out, you can enhance it to, generally speaking, power it up, although not necessarily only that. There's other options too. I should use the replica sword some more. I want to get these all leveled up because you can't unlock all the weapons if we don't do that. Let's try some alchemy. Okay. No, but see. Okay, but I want it to be something. Damn it.
Hey, Sonny, did I ever tell you about the 700 golden? Oh, my bad. Another time then.
I meant to say no. How you been? No?
During the reign of the Golden Lance, most magic was exiled, but there was a thought that if magic is wicked, then there must be another power which is holy. No one knows his name before he was Hopalapa the Golden, only that he was a holy man from Carcosa who was devoted to finding this unknown power. Like many in his time, he became obsessed with the golden pale yellow. For the silver moonlight be the source of magic, the golden sun could be the source he sought. That's right, he was a Goku stan. Some priests would even construct long, thin copper pipes reaching up into the sky beyond the poison fog and try to drink the golden essence out of the sun before the youngins came and stole all the copper like they always do. Anyways, that's why we're in the well now. Is it unknown how Hoopahawk found his power or if he used these methods? But at some point... Sorry, he did say, is it unknown? Instead of it is unknown. Anyways. But at some point he died finding that power. He then became a holy relic of the church and parades would be held with his corpse in tow. Saints would even be allowed to drink his holy blood. However, his power was not limitless and eventually his corpse became brittle and dry. He was brought into the great well and placed into a chapel for his protection. At least, I think that's how it happened. My memory ain't that good. Yay! Corpse parade! When I was a young man, my father took me to see Hootitty, whatever his name was, and the golden piss we drank. I don't know if I want his magical piss, if I'm being perfectly honest. Let's get back to the mire. So we've got two piece of shit weapons that we are gonna shape up into something powerful, something fierce. Not that way. Ah, you can live. I've got you after all. Oh. The replica sword is pretty solid for early game, especially when it's enhanced. That's fair. That is fair, because like everything you're fighting is pretty slow and easily like kiteable. You can just do this. Oh man, if I ain't gaming right now, let me tell you. Replica sword. More like replica horde. Because you all are posers. I like the idea of our character not speaking to anyone, but still coming up with one-liners that they'll say to themselves, and like Demi is absolutely hearing this as she's watching us do all this shit. Like, yeah, you really got him with that one. Those slimes. Yeah, they really have ears. They really heard you on that one. Sorry to do this to you, but I need to level up this funny sword into a less funny sword. Oh. Nice. In case I find myself poisoned. Thankfully, the experience speed that this sword builds at is like fast enough that we only need to do a couple of these. You know what? I don't feel good about it, but I could use that experience. Almost done with this one. The Saints Row 1 method. Your character only speaks once and it's cheesy one-liner, and the rest of it. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it. Oh. 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 Nice spirit. Thank you. Got a ranged weapon. Assuming we're gonna get some ranged combat here. These
Sort of. Get his ass. How much damage did it do? Barely any. It is a slime. I don't know what I expected. Yeah, I'm gonna stick a spear in you and get you wet. That's really gonna affect you. A gelatin that can mold around it. Okay, I now hear what I said. I don't like it. Okay, replica sword, done. Easy. Now, the fucking club. At least it does way more damage. We are now clubbing. Ah! I have to like walk backwards as I'm attacking in order. I say as I continue to get hit in order to not get hit, but like, no, yeah, this just sucks. Okay, as long as I'm walking in a direction, the lunge it makes you do isn't quite as severe, but it's still really severe. Okay, as long as I don't charge it all the way, it doesn't make me... Yeah, okay, so if I just charge it like 95% of the way. Okay, okay. There's a method to the madness. It's through here. Yeah, I do actually think Lunacid music would fit for my stream playlist. You're right. It's just it's Thor High Heel sound. And this whole soundtrack isn't not his, to be clear. He has I think 1-2 songs on it. It's just that vibe of music, like there was a website, there used to be, I don't remember the name of the website anymore. It was, like, I want to say it was OG Remix or something like that, where people would upload video game remixes in different genres and styles that had just truly so much fun music on it, because it was a lot of people who were just experimenting with trying new things on songs that they knew. And there's like this genre of video game music that came out of that. Like, I don't know, there's like how rock has certain instruments that are just always associated with it. There's certain synths, there's certain video gamey like tones that are used in songs that just give you good feels and good vibes. It's like, it's almost like a synth harp. Like, a little smoother than a theremin, a little harsher than just like, you know, 80s pop synth. Somewhere right in the middle there. Like grunge, like emo synth. And like this song is so perfectly encapsulating it. Oh yeah, Kira's just a fantastic fucking composer. Especially when you're working on your own project, you can understand the vibes of the thing you're going for. See, music is not the main thing I do, but it is a thing I am starting to do more. Like, after I played guitar in the Outer Wilds video, and that was fun, I learned a little more about how to mix music together to make it sound good, at least for an internet video. And then, yeah, I thought so. And then the Back for Blood video, basically that whole video is like scored in that I use the audio stems from Left 4 Dead and like sample loops from Back for Blood to make different like little motif mashups for the whole video to try and match whatever was happening on screen, whatever I was talking about. And that was so goddamn fun. That was my favorite part of working on that project, was getting the music together for it. And it makes me appreciate more people who are just making all this shit from scratch. Obviously, I'm just using fucking stems. I'm using other people's work. And here, like, when you understand the project you're working on and you understand how to use the tools, you can really just create beautiful art from fucking nothing. Checking. John Kirsten, Thor high heels. Yep. I see you there. Merci. And thank you. We're gonna have to drop down, aren't we? There's just one doorway here. Yeah, that's right. These rooms always confuse me a little. These are probably the most well of the well rooms, if that makes sense. You know, I thought the water stopped you. I did actually think the water stopped fall damage. I did actually remember that the water stopped fall damage. I remembered wrong. I remembered wrong is the thing. Hey, you know what's funny is we just lost all that weapon experience. Ah! All right, I will get all that back off screen. Yeah, I was fully convinced I was gonna be fine. I'll get that weapon experience back off screen. I'm not gonna sit here and make you watch all of that again. That's irritating as fuck. God damn it. I was so convinced I was supposed to do that. Ah. Well, at least I'm just gonna play a little faster and looser with it now. Here's the thing, this stream is gonna be like this. Lunacid is a bit of a slower game. There's a lot to explore. There's a lot of ground to cover, and it is an RPG. There are times where I will die, and there will be times where I lose progress. I would have liked if my first death was from dying and not from misremembering how the game's mechanisms work. Because I do think you are supposed to drop down, but not there, I guess. There. I'll get the replica sword level back up, but I'll get the stone club off stream because it is slow and tedious. There we go. That is really hindering the argument I was making earlier of, like, there are just certain things that instinctually about a video game make sense, that this game is itself aestheticized to, but then you do die of fall damage when you drop into the pool, which is, like, the most video game interaction one could possibly do. Oh well. There's the replica sword. Look at me saying I'm gonna do one thing and then just doing it anyways. But again, the pace of the stream is going to be like that. These are probably going to be longer streams. I want to say they're going to be less frequent because I know myself, and I know there'll be days where I wake up so depressed or in so much pain that I just can't fucking do anything. But I also feel like Lunacid is a good depression game. But, oh, god damn it. If I'm being perfectly honest. Like, it is paced in a way where it sort of lets you work it out yourself. Out of 10, a good depression game. No, I made a video. Okay, yeah, I actually want to talk about this a little bit. I made a video several years back called Therapy Games, where I talked about video games that sort of are a good thing to do when everything is too much and you don't have access to, like, immediately actually something that can help remove the stress and the tension right away, yeah? Like, a thing to do when you feel like you're otherwise helpless. And I kind of made this video right as the Cozy Games discourse started, and I didn't realize that was happening around me. I guess there's nothing here. I know, don't worry. Hey, chat. Hey, chat. Meet our friend.
Hi there, cutie. I'm Delisha, the slime girl. I know what you're thinking. What a cute gal like me doing here? Well, this is where I live. All the meaty sludge and sewage is great for the complexion. Hey, if you're gonna be around, do you mind helping me out? My boyfriend Bernard has gone missing. If you find out what happened to him, just come back and let me know. Let me know if you find out what happened to Bernard.
Okay. Jalisha. I'll do that, Jalisha. So that's our slime girlfriend. Surreal, weird, but charming, yeah. Yeah, this is why slime girls are so popular. This game popularized them after inventing them. First, it invented girls, which was a pretty bold maneuver of Kira, not gonna lie. And especially after Gamergate. And then it invented slimes. And then, after combining those two, that's when it really won the Emmy. I don't actually think I could beat you like this. I don't have any healing. Do you actually think? Dragon Quest Dragon Quest got a long way towards inventing slimes, okay? It did fall short. They didn't quite get there, which is a shame because they did call their things slimes, and I feel like they hadn't gotten it yet. They hadn't gotten the oomph yet, right? They hadn't gotten the oomph. Like it was a bit premature. They thought they had it. They thought they had done it, and yet they hadn't. Wind dash. I am live. Oh, shit. No, don't die. Don't die. Don't. Fuck! I'm gonna die. Oh, shit. Okay. Here's the thing. I can... Ocean elixir. Did I get another elixir? No. Okay, we can crystal shard home. I don't want to stand around too long because Yeah, no, we're leaving. Bye. Whew. Okay. Apparently I didn't level up from all that. SMH. Well, I am at least going to cash in on my heritage sword. A steel longsword typically given to the castle guard. Been passed down for generations. There we go. No socials, how you been? I deleted Twitter when when Musk did the thing. I'm on co-host, but that's barely social media, so that's fair. I am doing okay. My health hasn't been great recently, but I am working actively on a video. So there's more to explore in the mire for sure. Now we'll go back in with a better sword. Okay, and we're gonna brush past everything here and take the path we didn't take last time. It's not really my kind of game, if I'm being perfectly honest. Jump Scare Mansion. I believe it was Mr. Craven I watched play it with Austin years ago, and appreciated what it was trying to do, but it kind of felt like when you look back and see the first time people thought Harlem Shake was funny, and it's like, you can tell that this whole thing is about to become an overblown genre that is a parody of itself, and this is the first salvo blow, but it didn't know it either. It didn't know at the time that it was going to unleash the floodgates on a whole genre of streamer bait games. And it wasn't the first or anything, and I don't think it was actively, specifically, like, trying to be streamer bait in the sense we understand it now. It makes sense of the idea of a game that has no actual content or value beyond its ability to get clicks and attention from people streaming it. That's not what I'm not saying that's what Spookies is necessarily, but it does feel like, I am more curious about Lost in Vivo. I'm interested in it, but it does kind of feel like it was one of the earlies in that whole genre. Well, that's less interesting. Glad to see you're doing well, though. Yeah, I'm hanging in there. I released a couple of video essays last year. I released one this year that I'm pretty damn proud of, about people being laid off in the games industry and yellow paint. And I am working on a long-ass video now that's probably gonna be an hour long, at least. That will probably be out sometime in September, maybe October. It is long. It is long, it requires a lot of planning and a lot of writing and a lot of research into people who don't want to be researched. Man. But I've dedicated myself to a project like that before. I did write a video I'm proud of how developed. Yeah, I see how I got there. Whoops. I did write a whole ass series of articles about a charity that I used to support, investigating them for misbehavior. The Trevor Project. If you are interested in that, that's on my website, sherishaw.net. Yeah, the Stone Club is really bad. Like, you have to fight with it to use it in a way that doesn't kill you. But it does have an evolved state. Investigating them for being naughty. Yeah, investigating them for abusing their employees. Investigating them for calling the police on trans children. Investigating them for losing millions and millions of dollars in donations and spending millions more on AI development.
Boink. Alright, so we don't jump down. We don't jump down. We don't jump down. We don't jump down. I could probably slide down if I did it the right way. I also have wind dash now. I gotta remember that. So I have an air dash now. It's not the fastest thing though, so you gotta really plan for it. Can't help but feel like I missed something here, right? Sometimes there's just a room that has a vibe like, are you sure you got everything? You sure? 100% positive. Now, did I come from here? Or am I going this way? I guess I think I came from here. So, other path, other way through. The last thing that popped up in your feed was Paradise Kill. Oh, yeah, I've made quite a few more since then. Yeah, I did that already. If you are at all interested in why AI shouldn't be used in video games writing, I did a video called The Defense of the Hobson's Choice, where I talk about the process of writing for a video game. If you're interested in learning about the layoffs in the games industry recently and what it even really means to make a video game anymore, then either the Dancing on the Walled Garden video or the Back for Blood video, honestly, is pretty good for that too. Whew. I actually am still really damn proud of that Back for Blood video. Like, I don't know. Ah, damn it. Well, I'm already poisoned. Items. Empty. Antidote. Quit. There we go. Oh, my sickly sweet candy melt, my viscous strawberry dewdrop, my love for you was ever porous, and alas, it has been drained. My heart has found another. Our bony fingers clutch each other. Bernard. Bernard moved on. Bernard moved on is the thing. Bernard did move on. We should go let Jaliska know. Or whatever the fuck her name was. You wish Lunacid had a map? I would like if it had an in-universe map, if that makes sense. Like, a map-ass map you have to look at. Thankfully, I vaguely remember the path to get to her place. I don't know if that's actually that encouraging, I'm not realizing. Thankfully, I vaguely remember how to get there. Well, I think I might have gone the wrong way, actually. Because I don't remember there being enemies, unless maybe I just bypassed them. Is this not it, though? Up here through this room? Forward for play. Okay, you joke, but I feel like the developers could have used a lesson in that. Like, spoiler alert for 90% of, like, over-bloatedly bad games these days. Like, if you're wondering, well, this works, it's fine, I can go heal. If you're wondering, like, how did a game get to this state? Chances are good it was because no one had a clear direction of what the thing was supposed to be that was forward. Like, it often is trying to recreate something that existed in the past. And that's just stupid. That's a stupid way to do it. If you just try to recreate things in the past, like, this game is trying to recreate
a genre of the past, but not the game of the past. It's doing its own thing. Oh, yes. Iron Club now. We are straight golfing. The Iron Club. Yes, it can. I saw that meter there. It is depressing how much of current, like, entertainment media's ills, and also just things like healthcare, food, transit, are dictated by shareholders right now. I would be careful about falling into the vein of everything bad in life is because of shareholders, because often there are more mundane explanations for why something is bad, that rather than it being a corrupt or uncaring asshole, it was a failure of a vision. Like, it was a thing that could have been good, but just didn't have people on it who understood some of the risks they were taking on, or it tried a little too hard and no one told them, hey, maybe this isn't the direction you should be going in the first place. Often, a game being bad isn't just because of shareholders, it is also because, if I'm being perfectly honest, the game that the studio or the developer wanted to make is kind of separate from the story they wanted to tell, or the idea they wanted to vamp on, or the genre they felt compelled to make. I would love to see Obsidian stop making Fallout-style, like, light ImSim Bethesda-style games. I would love to see them do other genres again. Like, please, please, God, stop making this one genre of game that has kind of reached its limitation of storytelling capability and people are really fucking sick of. So the river passage is this way. Damn it! You didn't poison me. You didn't. That's a lie that you tell to keep yourself awake at night. But why not just sleep instead? You could have pleasant dreams and shit. Yeah, it's always underpinning it. It's always underpinning it, because every attempt that there could be for a creative or an artist working on a project to go, maybe this entire section of this project is failing and we need to reconsider this. There is the thought of, are we going to be able to convince, like, even if a shareholder didn't say, no, don't do that, like, are we going to be able to convince a shareholder to say yes to it? Are we even willing to have the conversation, motherfucker? Or do we just let it go? Do we just accept that the thing will be imperfect? I think compromising on a creative vision is one of those things that is necessary in order to make a creative vision exist at all, because inherently your creativity does not have limitations necessarily, but a final project does. There has to be a point at which there's a cutoff. I saw that question mark, don't worry, we went through there earlier. And I feel like limitations that should exist in order to not compromise the final output get conflated with limitations that exist because of essentially budgetary reasons a lot. And I don't want to discount often there's just issues with the core project. The indie game scene is one of these places these days we can find interesting games. You'll also find, when people talk about indie games, they'll talk about this happily, and I agree with this, that you'll find a lot of really bad games too, but bad games that interestingly explore a concept. Like, it's interesting in the way that they're bad, or you realize that, oh, this concept only has legs that go so far. This mechanic, or this story beat, or this gimmick only goes so far, Neon White. It only goes so far. And trying to extrapolate into a whole game winds up stretching it like taffy, and it feels like it would have been better as a shorter thing. I don't have a lot of health. What did I miss? Fuck. No, you can't get over that ledge. That's right. There we go. Compress. Like, there is a market for slop. It's, we need to make this clear, because this is the disconnect every single, like, especially left-leaning writer talking about, like, the issue with games these days really doesn't seem to grasp, is that Call of Duty, the same sports game every year, the same racing game every year, the same shooting game every year, sell like mad. They are incredibly popular because a lot of people, the amount they engage with video games is they play the new shooter every year. They play the racing game every year. They might, like, 5 nights out of the year sit down and play a racing game for like 3 hours, maybe, like, if we're being real generous. And that is a real market. And that is also the more likely market that decision makers within higher ups of the business side of video games are themselves to exist in. They are much more likely to be people who engage with video games as like an entertainment treat every now and then, the same way one would think about maybe going to the theater, going to the movies. And there are a lot of those people, and they will spend money on these games. Casual gamers are a good market. They're a good market, they're a big, big market. And it's also a market that tends to speak a lot of the same language as people have about games in general. Like, there are also people who are on the flip side dedicated to the new Call of Duty every single year. Like, they play games every night. They play the same game every night. Fuck, I was this person for a while with Payday, absolutely. Like, there are people who dedicate themselves to Helldivers or to fucking Darktide. Okay, probably not that one, huh? But there are people who will dedicate themselves fully to a game until the next one comes out that they dedicate themselves to. Siege is another one that a lot of people will just spend all of their time on. And they're all speaking the same language. All these people are talking about the same, like, it's bullshit that X or Y is this way. I would like if this game had this or this character in it, or I'd like to see this mechanic explored more. They're all engaging with it at about the same level because Call of Duty's become such a mesh of a thing. Once you start getting into that deeper conversation about what would be good for a game, bad for a game, what would improve a community, that people who play the game all the time absolutely engage in, that's when the executives, that's when the larger market of people who would buy the games tune out. That's when they go, I don't care, I want my slop. I want my shooty game, and I want it to work the way I expect it to. 21. 6 skill points. go. Skylanders. Skylanders is fascinating to me. Like, I was too old for it, so I could just see it for what it would inevitably become because it wasn't an active moment I was participating in, which was like, boy, that's going to become plastic waste in several years. And look, Amiibo are going to be the same way, and already kind of are for a lot of people the same way. The Amiibo exist in this very interesting place where they are not high quality enough to last for a really long time as a collector's item, but they are not shitty enough to be disposable and move on from. So it's like an obligation object. It exists because it's legacy, because it exists. Yeah, Funko Pops are similar. Like, what's crazy is there'll be times when... Did I already... Okay, I guess I didn't go down here because I wanted to get the river passage. Or if I did go down here, I didn't go all the way through. But I wanted to make sure I got the door for the river passage. Yeah, that's right, because I wasn't fighting the devil slimes down here. I remember now. Okay, but now I feel a little more confident. Yeah, like, games get mainstream for a reason. That can often get lost in the discussion here. Not to make the conversation about it, because I am trying to not actively do that, but it's like when I talk about Payday, I have to kind of have people who are talking about it with me tone down the amount of like, yeah, it's bullshit, it's completely incompetent, it doesn't work at all. Like, well, no, they got here for a reason. Like there are 1,000,001 terrible first-person shooters out there that are just completely unfunctional unless you are willing to engage with the game the exact way the creator of the game engages with it. Like, there is a level of competence that is to be expected from a AAA game that everyone who is complaining about AAA game slop already presupposes. And that is being eroded away with time as it's treated as a given. And that's how you get games that just released literally unfinished, and they're like, don't worry, we'll get to it later, but you get what we're trying to do here. Well, no, it's supposed to be an entertainment product. The game doesn't pause when the inventory is open. Yeah, I know, but there were no enemies there. Curse this land, curse this pit. I go onwards to the castle of the diseased one. Farewell, my brothers. If I succeed, I shall come back to give you a rightful Oh, were those your friends, Sir Garrett? Oh. Oh. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. They'll be back. It's the well. They'll be back. Thank you. All right. Where does this lead again? I'm expecting to see a bunch of red, but I might be wrong about that. I am not wrong about that. Welcome to Bloodhell. That is what I'm going to be talking about a lot in the Payday 3 video specifically is, if you can get the game to a state where a shareholder doesn't see what's wrong, it actually really makes it an issue for development. Because they won't understand when you're like, well, we're still working on it, it's not done yet. Like, it looks done to me. I think this happened to Back 4 Blood. I talked about in my original Back for Blood video, way when it was in alpha, the first one I did, how I'm worried that the game looks too done. Like, it shouldn't be at this stage yet. It's crazy that they're calling it an alpha, but the art pass looks so finished. And, like, a delay isn't also inherently a good thing. It's worth knowing, too, because a delay can be just, we're gonna crunch on this same thing longer. And often, a delay only buys you enough time to not do the thing the project actually needs, which is a massive from-the-ground restart. Castle Le Fanu. Great Knight of Lyra, Ophelia. Oh, that's right. You only take damage from certain types of things, huh? Probably not this then either, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Hello. Salutations, little lambkin. I am Sir Garrett the Hound. I'm on my way to kill the lord of this castle, but I've run into a bit of a conundrum. I can't figure out how to open the main gate. I feel so foolish. How does it work, I wonder? Ah, shit. Well, I'm cursed. GG's, everyone. That's it. That's the end of the game. It's like Bubbles in Zelda 1. That's just, you're just stuck with it now. That's it. Oh, it's over. Well, you can't figure out how to get... Can I? Ah, interesting. Interesting. I thought it might just work. But maybe not that one. Cattle cells. Do we feel like going there right now, or should I turn back? Because I'm a little worried about my ability to handle that area right now, but... I mean, how else am I gonna be able to level up if I don't just do it? One of those times where you wish Lunacid was more communicative. See, it took me a while. It took me a while to figure out what to do. And I think part of the issue... I think part of the issue is that the language they use to communicate one thing, they use to communicate another thing too. By which I mean that main gate has those gemstones on the door that indicate a thing that is different from what these gemstones are indicating. And the color is not enough of a clue difference because it's a different action you have to take. It's a red door. Okay, you gotta leave me alone is the thing. I don't know you. Yeah, you just have to figure it out. It took me a while. It was eventually just me going, I mean, the door is red. Do I? And yes, that was it. I'm worried that Phantom is gonna fucking be right behind me. No? Good. Where are you fucking going? Oh, wow! Wow, you ate me so fast! Damn. Okay, well, that's what I get for going in there too soon, I suppose. Did I save when I entered the castle? I don't think I did. Son of a sailor, I did not. That's fine. Well, we didn't actually make any progress. We didn't actually make any progress that mattered. It's all good. The only progress we made that mattered was getting there in the first place, and we didn't pick up anything. So we can go the other path instead, which I am more equipped for. I honestly thought I did save. That was my bad. I wanted to show off the castle and got so excited to, and then forgot. I'd recommend it. I would recommend it. You will probably take a different path through this game than I'm taking, because this is not the path I need to be taking. There is another route I could be going. There's a couple of different routes I could be going. I do recommend it. And you will probably find a weapon that you're like, oh, this weapon's fun. I like this one. This time we won't kill Sir Garrett's friends. Oh yeah, there are some weapons that just suck. I like the rapier. I've always liked the rapiers, though. Shit. Yeah, that's right. Run away. Turn around. There we go. Whew. Think about starting Yakuza this year. See, I am... My sister and I have 70 hours in Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth right now. And, we've, like... barely gotten into that game. There is so much side content. There is so much just random other shit to do. Alright, Sir Garrus, I won't kill your friends this time. Dead. Has 100. Yeah, I think. I know I maxed out Kiwami. Yakuza Kiwami. I did every sub story in that. I think I did all but like 3 of them. In 0. Notice y'all are talking about Yakuza. Yeah, you just got talking about that because you're playing 0. Yeah, my sister and I have played. That series is important to us, so we've played every one at some point, except for the zombie one, and I have not gone all the way through Like a Dragon Ishin. I just got real depressed when we started playing it, and I just need to like make myself recommit to it. But we also have Infinite Wealth sitting right there, and like I am just so engaged with that right now. Oh, I'm fairly certain, yeah. He definitely beats the shit out of people who disrespect Okama stuff. But I think there is also one that's like just queerphobic people specifically. Friend. Friend. I should at least unlock the warp to the palace. And then we will go check out the other path instead, which I think is probably better for us to be doing right now. Talking about, like, this depressed ass music that's like... I'm sure that I seem like a toddler to people who regularly write horror and, like, grotesque fiction saying this. I'm sure I seem ridiculous saying this. But I think part of what makes genres like this compelling, thank you, is that you are sort of capturing and giving a name and a shape and a form to an existential terror. And yeah, I'm not criticizing depressed music. I'm saying I love it. It is giving an answer to a question that normally doesn't have an answer, of uneasy feelings, of dread, of imagining something like the reverse place that your brain can get to when it is self-sabotaging and trying to give you the most fucked up imagery it can. This gives that weakness. This punches a hole in that facade, in that armor. And it allows you to explore it and to understand it and to come to grips with it in a way that other genres and other aesthetics simply cannot. There we go. I guess I should at least say hi to Sir Garrett. I'm not gonna go into the catacombs again, though. I'd rather level up some more before doing that and get some better weapons. But you can explore really fucked up concepts and feelings and just like visions of dread and nightmares that have no shape or form in an approachable way by creating it in the confines of a video game. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, and I also, I'm sure this is not a hot take, but I do think it is a different skill set required to make good horror film versus good horror game. Not just from the practical element of movie making skills versus game making skills, but the things that make a movie scary are different from the things that make a game scary. And the things that they share in common are often the most trite and basic forms of invoking that fear, of invoking that terror, of jump scares. Like, just like going for sensory overload. And this slow creeping horror of a video game is harder to capture in a film because time just means a different thing for a film. But you have to get used to these spaces. These spaces have to make sense long term. This has to be a logical location that you can navigate and identify and familiarize yourself with. Light up my night, why don't you? Those fucking, like, JPEGs of skulls are very amusing to me. It's just like, what would a painting do? Show fucked up imagery at you. Yeah. Castlevania ass fucking Ah! I'm not a fan. It's okay. They're the blind ones. What they can't see is how bad I'm about to whip them. There we go. One down. Ooh. Pull up. Money. Thank you. You are responsible for making sure the bozo you're playing as makes it out. Or doesn't make it out. See, that's also an inherent... That's a relationship that's more transcribable between a movie and a game of the acceptance of inevitability. Like, a movie ends. A movie inevitably ends. A game inevitably ends. So there's a certain, like, relationship with death of a character that is considered more acceptable in a film or in certain genres of games. Boo, boo. Do I have... I am not quite dexterous enough to do that. That is fine. Not a big deal. So here's the thing. I understand why I would want to use lithomancy for this, but I still just vibe-wise don't like it. Where are you at? I know you're there. I don't like it when it makes a scary noise. That's the thing. Sometimes the games make scary noises. And when a game makes a scary noise, it's a different thing than when a movie makes a scary noise. Because when a movie makes a scary noise, you, the audience, can sit there and go, oh damn, that was scary, in unison, together. And the movie will continue whether or not you are okay with that. Like, the movie will keep going, right? But boy howdy, you have to play the game. You have to hear the scary noise and like, and then keep going. You did something that made that noise, you know. You fucked up somehow. One. Oh! Skeleton. See, I misunderstood what these things did for a while, too. The lunacy mechanic really was the thing that I was not fully getting my head around. Give me that weapon experience. Rapier is almost leveled up, and I would very much enjoy its leveled up version for what's to come. Is that a map on your back? Well, don't blind me, I was trying to read it. This is just bad communication. There you are. I'm still blind. Thank you. Oh, I got a killer headache. Come on, Joe. Do a spin. Do a trick. You got something on your back. But you don't want me to see it. Interesting. It might just be like some various hex doodles, but this game is one for little details. So I'm never too quick to let something like that go. Okay, well that's nice. Thank you for the mana vial. I leveled up again. Can I get enough dexterity to jump up there now? Can I do it now? Am I tall enough now? Not from here, at least. Oh, it doesn't help that the record skip at the end of this track is unsettling. It's supposed to be. It's definitely supposed to be, but damn if it didn't if it doesn't every time make me think, is something about to happen, the music just cut out. It doesn't help that my phone is going off, so my table occasionally vibrates. I'm not a fan, not a fan, not a fan. Yeah, yep. Scary. Like the 3 fires of Prometheus, only then shall vision be restored. I'm working on it. I know you're in there. Don't act cute. Don't get cute. There you are, you bastard. Yeah, you see them? You see them? You see them all? You don't see them, do you? Oh, wow, that doesn't work on them. Shit. Oh, shit. Damn it. Is it just magic that works on you? Because I'm out of mana. I've got mana vials, but I'd rather not spend all of it on this. So, those enemies become more visible the higher your lunacy is. They are basically just a blob when your lunacy is at 0. Or they're actually like fully invisible. So, well, let's go level up this thing. Hi. Isn't it pretty here? Legitimately, yes.
I feel like I don't need to escape the outworld, as long as peaceful places like this exist. But I still want to help those who do. Be safe.
I'm so tired. Sorry, Sheri. Sometimes it's hard being the only one that needs to sleep. I've never seen dummies sleep, and everyone else here are technically dead. Anyway.
Get that crossbow. Silver rapier. So now we have a rapier that does light damage specifically. Still gotta get the iron club leveled up. I'm hoping that the silver rapier can attack Migo, but it might be better to explore elsewhere now, because I think my dexterity is high enough now that I might be able to get to another area. Let's try doing some alchemy, because we got more options now, like moon petals, which go with ashes to make okay. Yeah, see, because we've only got these basic ones here. Opal, yellow more. I don't think I have any yellow morals. No, yeah, we gotta explore more areas before we can really get crafting. So, we can warp back to the catacombs. We're actually gonna go back to Hollow Bazin, because I'm gonna see if I got enough jumps now. Do I have the ups? Let's see. Wind dash. Did I save? Who knows? Woo! We made it! My favorite area in the game. Hey, Thor. Welcome to the library. There is shit to do. Okay, we're just gonna bypass half of this goddamn area real quick. Hang on. Well, now we're over here. Hello, my friends. I came here for knowledge. I shall not attack books. Oh, it is. I didn't see that on the sign, on the Forbidden Library sign, the Forbidden Archive sign. I didn't see where it said it was forbidden. I'm sorry. Can I? But I'm already here, so, like, is that big of a deal? Is that big of a deal? Can I just chill? Can you just be fucking cool? I think there's a book somewhere around here to read. There's at least this, nothing else. For the Lost Kingdom of Laria. Pretty sure on the edge of one of these areas is just a book on the ground to read. Are you crazy? There's a certain type of interactable book that the game has. It's like a purple diary sort of situation. Maybe I'm misremembering. There's a weapon you can get here. Oh yeah, fucking sure. Why not? Why not? Thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot about that. Is it one of these ones? No, it's another one of these, isn't it? We might be thinking of a different thing. Oh, I thought there was a health potion over there. My mistake. Although is that an item? No. I'm crazy. I thought that was an item. I'm crazy. That's my bad. It's in the area with the towering bookshelves. Yeah, that's definitely one of those, like, how the fuck are you supposed to know that ones that, like, you can only... It's the kind of game secret that someone in a schoolyard would tell you, and you're like, no, you're lying. That's stupid.
And then you get home and do it, and you're like, what? Why? Huh? Oh yeah, there's a couple of the Forbidden Archives has a couple of those like what the fuck items. They're just completely confounding. Like how the fuck would you ever know to look for X or Y? I got a killer migraine. Sacre bleu. I don't want to end the stream early because I am having fun and I would like to keep going, but I'll keep you all abreast of how that's going. Jesus, my head hurts. Oh, this is a readable book. History of the Ages, Volume 17, Excerpt 6. Of all the kingdoms, Illyria embraced magic the most. If the tales can be trusted, Illyrian caused the crying moon. Whether on purpose or not, it's unknown, but the flowing moonlight cascaded directly onto Illyria, enveloping it in silver liquid, drowning it down to the earth. So there was a kingdom that the moon got cried on and melted onto it, and it sunk into the ground, hence it being lost. And we have found a castle. So you can put 2 and 2 together on that. A breaking point in the Dark War, King Griffith becomes the first human to acquire magic by drinking the cranial fluid of a fell Jotun. Wonder what those are. Wonder if we'll see those later. This knowledge soon became common, and many created entire armies of spell swords. The creatures are driven back, and this begins the first age of magic. Someone went, what if I just drank this thing's brain fluid? And that was the correct decision. The Golden Lance ruled for several generations, still have found they harbored and practiced forbidden magics. The outrage resulted in a long civil war, eventually seeing an end to their rule and sparking the Crusades. Fun! Here we are. Okay, I don't... correct me for if I'm doing this wrong. I think I have to be standing a certain place, too. Where do I gotta be standing? I'll take that fairy moss though, thank you. On the corner of the nearby bookcase, like here. Or maybe the other side. Other side. Understood. Yeah, this is one of those, like, what do you mean that's how you unlock an item? Secrets. Ooh woo. A strange, unnerving weapon said to be created by the legendary weaponsmith Ratkisser Wambai. Made of strange sinew, it shifts the user's weight to allow great backstepping, but lacks in other fields. The best offense is a great retreat. So... it's the floppy axe. That you swing backwards, I am definitely noticing. Okay, we can't. Can't use that. There it is! It's the floppy axe. Everyone loves floppy axe. Seeing that weapon sold me on this game? Yeah, I'm so glad the floppy axe is what got ya.
But we're not done down here. We have an old man. Hello.
Greetings, young traveler. You must be a historian as well. I hope this library has exceeded your expectations as it did mine long ago. Many unwanted books find their way into the great well over the ages. There are even cursed black books that couldn't be burned or destroyed but were soaked in ink to remove their incantations. I'm quite fond of these, like all knowledge deemed forbidden. I am able to interpret the subtle scratches left behind. If you happen upon any cursed black books, please bring them to me. I will reward you with the arcane knowledge held within.
So this guy wants black books. We can bring him black books. We can bring him black books easy. And don't worry, I'll be sure to get the other secret while we're here too. I actually don't know if I could beat that guy with the fucking... with the iron club. As much as I would like to say, nah, I'll just get his ass. Chimera! Can't get me. No, you can't get me. See? You need a head to get me, and you don't have one. So I don't know what the plan is. See, you're operating on instinct, but I've got these books. I operate on knowledge. Okay, Lunacid does need a mod that gives the monk a Lamborghini. Just like parked right next to the bookshelves. Just a Lamborghini right there. Because while he does love his Lambo, there is one thing he loves more, and that's forbidden knowledge. Dead. Didn't give me it. Anywhere you announce your stream? Do you have a schedule or anything? I only really announce them in my Discord, which isn't really that active. I don't really actually use my Discord, I'll admit. It's a go with God thing of I just stream when I'm feeling it. If I gotta be real, it's just my mental health is bad, and there are days where I think the day before I'll be able to stream, and then I wake up in the morning and everything is bad, and if I were to stream, I would go on a depressed rant that none of you want to hear. TED Talks, or he listens to Prophet Abdul. Nah, he thinks Abdul is a dumbass, I think. But, oh god, what if he listens to Abdul, though? You're right. I can't stand it, but I can't stop listening to it either. Look, there's not much to do down here. Oh, this just leads back out here. I would like the path up and out, because there is still a thing on the upper floors I haven't got. Well, there's a couple of things on the upper floors I haven't gotten yet. Get sliming. I will eventually use it. There we go. I will eventually start, you know, doing this, because they have exclusive items. I know. I'm aware. Yeah, I don't remember exactly where the secret wall is, but what I do remember is its vibes. Anyways, yeah, escaping the library, escaping the well, easy. It's the easiest shit in the world. Just remove your brain from your body. Shit. Just remove your brain from your body, and then you're free. Is there a link to the Discord here? Because you are actively asking for it. Again, I don't really use the Discord, but here you go. you can, like, I know I should, but first of all, I just can't stand Discord as an application and as a company. But, oh, got that wolf ram. Way too big sword. Woo! Fucking Buster Sword ass. I feel like it's a complicated answer as to why I don't vibe with Discord, but it stems from I no longer feel the need or desire to be an influencer. And part of the point of having a Discord community in that like traditional way, to me, was to be able to keep up with like people in a community where we have a relationship where like I am the content creator and you are all fans who are following along. But I take issue with leadership in general, with authority in general, and I don't like being a sort of czar of a community in that way. I don't like being, it feels like, in charge of and responsible for people and the vibes, because I am a fickle person. I am very bipolar. I am diagnosed officially bipolar, and there are times where I am confidently disinterested in anything to do with community, and there are other times where I would like very much to reach out and talk to people who have shared interests in that same way. And it is stressful for me to have this constant expectation of I need to uphold a certain persona and visage to people when I would rather just exist as myself. It's the same reason why I haven't, like, I threw around the idea with Ozzy and Penny for a while, potentially like starting a podcast, and we decided if we ever did that, it would have to be we are doing a podcast about something else, and it can only ever be temporary, because the very idea of turning my relationship into something transactional where I have to... Okay, here's a great example of why I don't want to input my personal life into the community. All the shit that happened with Tenacious D, where you've got these two people who are ostensibly friends, whose personal lives are now upended by what is essentially a commercial spat over what is okay to say in a public forum as a representative of the band. That's Penny, yes, Ozzy and I's girlfriend. It is not something I would actively seek out, to put myself in a position where I have to censor the way I actually feel, or worse, I have to tell one of my loved ones, hey, shut the fuck up. I agree with you, but shut the fuck up. Because they are saying something that cannot be acceptable in a certain form, even if I agree with it. I'm not talking about, like, woke, blah, 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 like, no, like, oh, you can't say anything. I'm not talking about that shit. I'm talking about, like, you can't blithely joke about a recently attempted to be assassinated president the same way you might in your personal life, knowing that the person you're talking to is aware that you're not some madman with a gun, and you aren't, like, officially endorsing that behavior. You should feel comfortable doing that, right? You should be able to if you're with someone that you're personally with who knows you well enough, but you're recording it and you're broadcasting out to a bunch of strangers who are now involved in a dynamic of your personal life that is actively affecting your personal life, right? So now you have Jack Black who has to say shut the fuck up to a friend of his, and like I don't he doesn't speak for me, and that this is bad, and we're not working together right now. Over what is, in my opinion, would have just been a fleeting moment. Otherwise. Woo! Take care, Carl. I've been a follower since October 10th, 2017. Holy shit. So, with Discord, it is encouraging you to be constantly present in a way that I have absolutely no desire to be as a creator. I would much rather, like, essentially being in a Discord server is like constantly having paparazzi around when you're hanging out with your friends. Because it's semi-public, and anything that you say will inevitably be put in the context of this is a public statement you made, as opposed to this was a comment you made in the context of a conversation you were having with friends. I need to remember where the fuck this, is it somewhere over here? It's one odd corner of this building. One strange corner. I think it's on the second floor. I might be wrong. Maybe it's on the third floor. I think it's near an elevator. Yeah, I also want to say it's near an elevator. Maybe it was up there. Maybe it was up there and I missed it. Hold on. You're all gonna be like, what the fuck when you see. Okay. Let's learn from our mistakes. Let's learn from our mistakes. Let's go save. Let's go save. Let's go save. You do think it's on the second floor. Okay, I'll look around more on here then. Go. Hop. I guess I didn't really go this way properly the first time because I just shortcutted immediately. I think it's right over there. Yep. I think it's here. Here. Right here. Obviously, you all can see the secret, right? Here's the thing, I can, but I'm also looking for it. But also, when you know it's a thing, I'm dead serious. Can you all see what the secret here is? Can you see what I am looking at right now? It's probably harder to tell with stream compression. Let me get a little closer. Let me get a little closer. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? The outline of a door? Yeah! Man. Moment of respect. See, this is one of the much more obscure secrets. Tell me if I'm doing this wrong, Sophie. Just, yeah, vibe check him. I'm gonna regret this. Think it already did it? No, the music's still going. Bump. Maybe his whole model needs to be on screen. Well, yeah, we just gotta stare for a moment. There it is. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Corpse transformation. Basilisk, huh? Transforms the caster into a corpse. Okay. So on the scale tier of items of magic spells, one that makes you corpse, I think, is pretty mid-tier. I'm not gonna lie. The first age of magic ended while the moonlight continued to fall, carving its way into the earth, and after a series of corrupt rulers and mages, mankind grew to distrust magic. They began sending them back to Lyria by throwing them into the cascading silver liquid. So people started to think that mages were inherently bringing death and destruction, and decided to sort of, I would argue it didn't start ritualistically, but it ended ritualistically. You know, disposing of them in the liquid, like sacrificing them to the moon tears, to melty moon, to the old melty moon. Moon milk. Corpse transformation doesn't do anything if you're undead. That's great. That's legitimately funny. It's a Cybertruck. Yeah. Corpse transformation. And engage to transform into corpse. Well, is there another path out of the library that is accessible to me right now? I'm asking now before I go wandering through all the corridors only to realize I actually can't progress. There is not. Okay. No, there is one path that leads to a new area, but you cannot access it right now. That's what I thought. That was the impression I was under. Or are you attacking me? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you mad at me? Because I killed the other one. That's fair. Well, this is almost leveled up, so we might as well. Need something from Castle Le Fanu for that. Yes. So let's get a little more XP here. Thank you for the mana. Ooh, that text. Sorry, hang on. I don't remember this being here. Can that be removed? Oh shit, it's too broken. Well. No. No. Ow, what? That hit after I was already done. Fuck off. Fucking die. Thank you and good night. Okay, well we got the club maxed out. The enlightened ones are immune to light elemental damage. That makes sense. Oh, they're immune to dark as well. Well, I guess we're clubbing. Shit. Where do the enlightened ones work out? It is, in fact, at the library. That's where we at. We are walking in on their reps right now. They were just taking a casual glance at War and Peace, doing a little bit of Infinite Jest, and finishing it off with some J.K. Rowling to really make sure they reach that enlightened, like, bullshit artist level. I am fairly certain one of these rooms has a secret. An important secret, a secret we shouldn't go missing. Maybe it's not right away. Bonk. 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 I do like that the club seems to stun them. At least the iron club does. Maybe the stone club didn't, but... Okay, fucking... I got an idea. I really don't remember this being here. Oh. Ah, that's why. It goes away when you do that. Okay. That doesn't really make any sense. It's not a mirage then, but whatever. Ah. Wait. Now, I'm fairly goddamn certain there is a secret in one of these rooms. I'm pretty sure it's one of these rooms. And it's a secret I really don't want to miss, so I'm gonna do it once over. Sitting in a chair. I feel like one of these rooms has a little, like, ooh, secret, spooky secret. Remind me what it was. It's an item that you pick up that basically says, if you know, you know. Because I don't want to spoil it, because it inherently introduces another layer to this game by describing it. That's not there. I thought it was in these corridors. My mistake. Okay, so it's back this way. I guess there's just corridors that look like these ones then. Okay, we made it back out the other side. So we've collected everything we're gonna get for now. Gonna save and warp on out of here. That's not the save. This isn't the save. I'm one floor too high for saving. Actually, I can shortcut this. Here we are, here we are. 3 more levels just from that. Damn. Almost level 30 already. Not to throw all of my points into Dex, but I would like to, be able to reach that area by jumping. We're gonna go back to the roost. Go get some... We're gonna go get some... What should we get? Oh yeah, I was gonna upgrade my club. Near the other end of the corridor from where you entered the fettered mire. That's related, but I don't think it was the thing I was thinking of, but I might also just be misremembering entirely. Steel Club. Bonk. Excellent. I picked up a crossbow, too. The crossbow requires experience grinding, so let's get the crossbow, and then if we're going to the... Let's go back to the catacombs, I think. You're right, you are right. Okay, let's see if we can't... Oh, where's the warp? There it is, yes, Cursed Tomb. I will never steal Club. Club is unstealable. Club is where the heart is. Okay, am I big enough now? Yeah! Okay, so that means we can access these upper areas. Yeah, I wasn't lying when I said that. Don't make me a liar, game. Bonk. Thank you. Whew. Where you at? I'm not stupid. I know I'm not alone here. I see you there. Boning out. Boning it in. Boning on, up, and or out. Where are you going? Thank you. Another one. I see that you got a weapon. Do you... Could I have it? I would like that weapon. Please? No, that wasn't the weapon. Nope, you dropped something, but you got 50% of the way there, bud. 2. I had to kill a lot of chimeras for a spell. That was my white whale. That was my... You scare me every fucking time. Crease the tab, I'm not. Hi!
Didn't expect to see you down here. Death is drawn to this kind of place, so be careful. Oh yeah, I got this from Death, but they have a new one, and it looks scarier, so I'd just run away from them if I were you. There's a demon around here too, other than me. I mean, just be careful.
Demi's just here to be like,
Hey, so have you heard of a thing called anxiety? Anyways, bye! OMG, bye!
I'm gonna save, and maybe I've leveled up. I did. Boy, it would be nice if they showed you what the stat did on this screen. Hang on, because I wanted to check what resistance was again. It doesn't tell you anywhere, but, like, okay. Resistance. I am gonna want to turn it up, though.
Oh, it tells you there. You have to select the thing first. I see. Resistance defines how long status effect takes to wear off. Spell damage and how fast spell charge. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of little interactions like that that could definitely be done to be improved with. Shouldn't require actually increasing or decreasing. I always forget that you're just fucking there to spook me. But yeah, you shouldn't have to increase or decrease the stat to be able to see what the stat does. Yeah, that should happen prior. I know where you spawn now, bitch. There you are. Dead. So that's interesting. How can I see them? I have no lunacy. Is it ghost light? Does ghost light let me see them? Turn on all the lights and they'll always be visible. Oh, okay. I think there's another one. This place scares me so much. I don't like it. I don't like it. Not a fan of the spookies. Okay, as I'm saying I don't like it, I want to be clear. I enjoy this feeling. I enjoy not knowing what's happening and being a little startled and unaware. I enjoy the unnerve. I enjoy getting to explore that feeling. Within my own means. Whew. One of y'all has One of y'all has something important. I got the survey banners, but that's not it. Is it inside of one of the tombstones, or is it... I didn't think it was. One of these has a switch, right? That's the records. Isn't there something in one of these? I do think you actually come from here, now thinking about it. Okay, well, either way, I've got to find the third... Don't do that. I got to find the third torch, and I think that's the other way. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, okay, yeah, we're thinking of the same thing. Yep. Okay, is the torch over here? Is it through this area? I feel like that's not right. When did you? No, it's that way, isn't it? Let's try it. Because there's this, and then catacombs. Is the third torch down here? Or is it through that other path?
Yeah, this game benefits from having people to converse about it with. That was part of what made it so enjoyable to me, was talking about it with Ace. Like theory crafting, trying to figure out, like realizing that there'd be something that I knew that he didn't. Let's try this path. Do. Hello. Just money? I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I'm about to get... Well, yeah, I see you. Dead. This room unsettles me too. I don't know if this is one where you have to do something. Looks like the sickle. I can't imagine the icicle has anything to do with that. Scary. Oh, don't you! Yeah, I know you're just there to scare me. I don't know if you have to do that or not. I'll go back and do it if I have to, but... See, this game isn't all scary. Often this game is, like, beautifully a little unsettling. Like, it's another case of how was I meant to know that about a weapon. I know how to get the weapon down there that I'm not gonna go get. I do have to go to the Noble Crypts though at some point. So I guess it was the other path that had the last torch in it. Shit. All right. Because I don't think the last torch is... Wait, no, whoops. All the way around. So I was doing that, and now instead I want to do this. See, all of this progress is, like, only based around the idea that we are figuring out, like, this is why I compared this game to Outer Wilds, as it's very much a game of figuring out how an interaction works or how something can exist, and then after you know how to do that, a lot of the mystique can be removed, and it's just a matter of getting to the point to do it. But I have the benefit of having a shit memory, so I can remember very little. I just remember vague things about how to progress in this game. Don't like this. Hi. The last torch isn't in the Noble Crypts, is it? See, that hasn't scanned me. But this feels like a distinctly unique, different area from the other one. Y'all are scared of horses. Look away. Coffin. Coffin. Now you might be thinking, coffin? What? Is that just a spell that makes a coffin? Why, it would be nice if when I heard the you have equipped this sound, if it equipped. Yes, it does just make a coffin. This is the best spell in the game. I'm glad we are in agreement, Sophia. This is absolutely the best spell in the game. No doubt in my mind. I don't entirely know how much use we will be getting out of it, but it will not be zero. It will not be zero. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about horses. No more horses. They don't exist at all. That's why they make great mythological enemies in video games like this. It requires a light weapon to strike and to break. So now we can go this way. Oi! Merci, Goku. Oh, God. That's a swarm of rats. That's a rat king right there. Why am I have a weapon I need to get experience with. Hi, Rat King. Let me try to lighten this up for y'all. Ghost light. Okay. Right. I don't think I can do what I need to do here, correct? I don't think I have that. It's a real specific thing that I do not have, correct? Correct, Sophia? Or am I wrong? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, I have what I need already? Oh. Which one of these is it? Oh, it's just blood. Yeah. See, this game is color-coded sometimes, but other times it's not. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a weapon, but no, you're right. It's just blood. Yay! Good. Good. I did a good thing. Blade of Justina. A small elegant dagger with inlaid pearl and silver, used by Queen Justina Fanu to withdraw magic power from her foes. Clunk. So, yeah, there's a lot of backstory that leads to why that works, but it is still a bit of a stretch in logic as far as this, here we are, as far as this game's interactions go. Hark! Behold! Don't make funny noises. Don't do that. Don't make funny noises. Now, I think I came from here, so we're going this way. Yeah, because it really is just a skeleton. I think you are supposed... I think you are supposed to essentially, like, infer that based off of the... Infer who he is based off of the way he was killed and where he is. But it's kind of really disconnected from any of the text of it all. A mausoleum. I'm gonna avoid that for the time being, unless I have to do it. I don't think I have to yet, but I would rather be much stronger than I currently am and save before going down there. This is a game that your own footsteps will scare you in. This is where I came from originally. No, it's not. This is the thing I was looking for originally. Vampire Hunter Sword. An ancient sword used by a famous vampire hunter. Its blade forms an elegant arc. Arc. Maybe that's a good sign that we should go ahead and hit up the castle and deal with the vampire spawn in the basement. So I was remembering that there was a lever there. Lever. Levy. Levi. And I equated that to being the whole thing. So there is still one torch somewhere, but it's not the end of the world if I can't find it right now, because I still got the main thing I wanted out of there, which was more weapons, more XP, more control over the area, and more understanding of what I am up against. There we go. We'll get everything up to 20 next. Let's get slight wind dash, and then I still want to have that crossbow out. Okay, tell you what, I think exploring those catacombs under the castle is gonna take a while. So I think I might actually call the stream now. I've been going for a couple of hours. I'm starting, like, that headache is starting to win out. I don't know what's going on with that, to be honest. I just have a killer migraine right here. I think I'm probably gonna stream this more Sunday, if you will be available, Sophia, because you are one of the people that I'm, like, streaming this for most. But also Ace should be available Sunday, and it would be nice to get him watching too. Alright, so we're gonna pick this up again Sunday. I'm glad I've sold at least one person on this game, and I hope you all are seeing the shape of the thing I'm talking about, of this is, like, a very classic video game, but there seems to be a larger thing going on here. But don't worry, this game isn't going to disappear up its own ass. It's just a good game. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for coming by and still supporting me after all this time. I really would appreciate if you just took care of each other, try to be nice to one another, and just know everyone is going through it right now. especially in the United American States. So be aware that people are just dealing with the worst of the worst, yeah. Love y'all. Peace.
You